Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down, get you a beverage, prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget to hit that Cash App because it's After Dark with the Goddess. Hello, how are you? And thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. Today is Sunday, October the 2nd. This is the second day of the month. Okay, so let me go ahead and drop the link for our guests that are definitely here. If you are one of the special guests, definitely hit the link when time permits. Let me see. All right, so if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. So we're definitely here today because TOKYOTONI has went on this big old rant about the trans community. And so it's really unfortunate that we have someone of her lane from her experience, having a child that wasn't really up to most American household standards, a daughter being an entertainer, that wasn't really accepted, but we didn't judge her, or at least I didn't, because I understand that, you can raise your children and, they develop into themselves and they go after what feels right to them, how they want to live their life. Hello, Sonia. How are you? Go ahead and hit the link whenever you can. This is a Sunday social. I'm working on the topic of TOKYOTONI going in on the trans community. And so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share some content with you all. Just bear with the sister. We'll watch this.
Even know went on this really interesting TOKYOTONI, who I don't even know, went on this really interesting rant, caught on camera, attacking members of the LGBTQ community.
That's why home training is everything. So when she going out, hey mom, what's up for lunch? Oh my God! And your son, mommy, what are we having for dinner?
But Tokyo, wasn't it you?
But at the end of the day, everybody's the same. Okay, we have the same brain, the same thinking. Man and woman do the exact same shit. It's just the fact of a different organ and the thought of things. You're TS. I'm a woman. What's the difference between us right now?
You got a fat coochie.
That ain't the difference.
Yeah.
The difference is I'm more manly than you.
We've got some work to do. TOKYOTONI, who I don't even know, went on this.
So this is the thing. You support the community when it's beneficial. You support the community when it's beneficial. And this happens a lot. This happens a lot in life. Just not even with celebrities, with just people in general.
Anything he want with you, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn, or you gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Okay, so TOKYOTONI, sis, if you watch this, I would say it's just, you got, I'm not understanding. I have no understanding with that. It's like, are you with this or are you not? That's a problem. That's really a problem. Guys, give me 1 second and I'm going to pull up another receipt. So give me 1 second.
Do I fucking know your loser ass? Go suck your father's dick, boy. The fuck on, and now you're blocked. Do I fucking know your loser ass? Go
Your interview with Ricky Smiley. Okay. And I did not know you were bisexual. Yeah. And you said that you were open to be with a bisexual man, and as long as they don't cheat.
As long as you don't cheat and you're upfront.
Well, that reminded me because Tank, he's getting a lot of flack right now because he said that if a guy gets fellatio from another man, it makes him gay. Do you think it makes?
Well, yes. Anytime you deal with the same sex, no matter on what level, it makes you gay. It's not such a thing as bisexual. Either you're heterosexual or you're gay.
So you're not bisexual, are you?
No, I'm gay.
Okay, Tokyo. Okay. I'm gonna try to figure you out.
It might take a minute.
Your interview with Ricky Smiley.
Okay.
And I did not.
Girls, you see my daughter. See how sexy she is. Would you try to flirt with her if you were dating me?
Well,
Be honest.
I mean, I don't know about her status, so
Fuck her status.
respectively,
I'm just saying, would you flirt like a little bit?
I mean, if
you were
she's-
dating her?
I-
Do you eat girl?
yes.
He's trying to bang everybody, and
So what do you want to do with me? What are we gonna do together?
Well,
I like it rough. I like to rough up. I like to pull your hair, smack your ass, choke you, like that.
I like that too.
Okay. What should we name her? Girls, you see my daughter. See how sexy she is?
She's
All right, guys. So what do you think? Let's go ahead and check these likes and see where we are on the likes, guys. Let's go ahead and like, share, subscribe. You can engage. Like I said, this lady is unhinged. She's inciting violence on the trans community, but then she has a whole history of being intimate with women. It's like, how are you using the community when it's beneficial? Because it's so easy to fit into society. It's really so easy. Like the dudes that, I guess people go for like a look. Oh, well, he don't look gay, or oh, she don't look gay. Let's get into this one.
because I think it's trifling.
You can go ahead.
No, I don't care. That's not the point.
I don't know her.
Okay, but that's not the point. Because I think it's
All right.
You sit your fucking ass down now and eat my pussy. Pussy.
That woman is something else. Oh my God. Listen here. I am so happy. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for everything that is going on. I won't complain about anything. What I will say is our sister Tokyo Toni really needs an intervention. She really needs an intervention. I want to know like what took her to that place because, as we saw in the clip, she was an ally for the trans community. She had been on T.S. Madison's show before and I've even visited with her and China before. So that's why I was saying like when I spoke with her, I never personally got that vibe from Tokyo. It was more of she was with her daughter. We were just chilling. And, maybe because I didn't tell her, but I don't think I don't know. It's like people have their own opinions. I just pray that, um, you know, she doesn't like go overboard than what she is because she's like sending this message out, this rhetoric of, you know, what she's gonna do and how she's gonna do it. Um, and just a comparison, oh, this is not a woman, this is a man. Like all that shit is just like so pathetic and is so low of people for them to that be the first thing that they want to say, oh, you're not a da 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 da. Okay, well, that's your opinion. That's your belief, but I don't need to know and feel and do your belief, It's your freedom of speech. I can just cut it off. I can go to the next channel. But I really did think that you were an ally. I didn't think that you were just that hateful. But we will definitely keep you lifted up in prayer because I still see the best in you because I know that, maybe um you were triggered in some way. I don't know what happened, but I feel like you'll come out of this and we'll make amends. We'll make amends. That's what I feel. Give me 1 second. We're going to get the mask commercial. It stops here. Remember to get your mask, guys. Please, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Queen Tulsa merchandise. Hello, guys. We do have masks. It stops here by Queen Tulsa. Thank you all for supporting so much. We do have our masks that are adjustable. You can adjust the straps, adjust to your liking. I want to thank you so much, and we will be getting justice. And I want to thank you in advance for your purchase. And just remember to always have gratitude, always show gratitude. Thank you so much. Okay, shout out to Chronicle Speaks. She did post some content earlier. R&B singer Ashanti, her sister is allegedly in a domestic violence situation. However, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what's going on.
I'm gonna show you. Keep the knife with you. I don't need that. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Keep the knife with you. Keep the knife. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you who you think you fucking with. I'm gonna show you. Stab me, do whatever you want. I'm gonna show you with no weapon. I'm gonna show you with no weapon. Who do you think I am? A
Get
bitch?
the fuck off of me.
Get ahead. Get hype and do
Get
it.
off of me.
Do it out of hypeness. Get ahead. Get ahead. Get ahead. You wanna spit in my face?
You spit on me already.
And you spit back on me already.
You spit on me
You
twice.
spit back on me already.
You spit on me twice.
Yeah, you spit back on
And
me
you
already.
beat me.
Yeah, I
and
know.
you had to do
And I
everything.
beat you, right?
Move.
That's fucking line. Get tough guy. I'm putting a weapon down. I'm not you. Get tough guy.
Right.
Get tough guy. I don't need that. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says, "I thank God, my ancestors, angels, and guides for pulling me through this war zone alive. It was toxic and it was dangerous, not only for obvious reasons, but also because to the outside world, everything seemed fine. But those closest to us knew, but didn't know how to help. It got to the point where the abuse was regular behavior, and I would fight back, pick up whatever I could to protect myself. Truthfully, lots of us have grown up in toxic environments where the adults around us argue or fight, to which we seem to normalize. This starts the beginning of our inner child wounds and our traumas. I didn't have a normal childhood. And although my parents were together, the circumstances of our family dynamic had me strongly wanting to do things a different way with my own family. My undying loyalty and strong desire to create my own family, my undying loyalty and strong desire to create my own family had me accepting things I never should have. I've been punched, spat on, strangled, pushed to the ground, and been threatened with a GU. I look at these pictures and I hold grace and patience for the woman I was and everything she didn't know. I love her and thank her for her role in my journey. I don't consider myself a victim or a survivor. This is all a part of my story, my life, and my journey. This is to post for any woman or man who has yet to truly recognize the power they possess and finds themselves in an environment that is unhealthy. Please know if they've done it once, they'll do it again. It is inevitable. P.S. My 8, 9 teeth were broken in our last fight. Those 2 teeth are directly connected to the womb. Even while I was pregnant, my ex used to say, "That's why you can't even have kids, I promise you. I will, and they will be beautiful and nothing like you or what you come from." Domestic violence awareness. Guys, shout out to Chronicle Speaks. She definitely provided that article tonight. Um, well, on site reported one thing about Twitter, they ain't gonna take a motherfucking thing seriously over there. Someone says too many ninjas saying what they would have done at Jeffrey Donner's house. I ain't even know y'all was gay. Okay. Okay, because I'm looking like, oh, so you doing the bending, huh? This is what people are responding. 50 is 50 ninja. Somebody said $50 is $50 ninja. Hell no, I ain't. Hell no, it ain't. You right. He should stop lowballing himself. Not worth my D bottled up in the freezer. Black people are so homophobic. Ninjas can't even discuss hypothetical topics. It has nothing to do with homophobia. LOL, Jeff Dahmer was homosexual and picked up most of his victims in gay bars. The what would you be doing if the what would you be doing there if you're not gay? Question is valid in this case, someone said. Someone said, well, to be fair, if you watch the real trial footage of Tracy Edwards in court, he wasn't actually gay. He just needed the money at the time. Dahmer offered him $100. Gay for pay, still gay. Oh, child. So these topics are definitely heavy. Um, it's definitely a lot going on every avenue. Like seriously. Hello, LaRon. How are you? Good evening. LaRon, actually, you had a topic that you wanted to discuss. Let me know if you would like to come up and discuss it. Yes, it's been so much going on. I believe they said that Dahmer's glasses are on like sale on eBay for like $150,000. Like, who would want the glasses of a man that unalive people? Like, what are you trying to see? You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to see? I just that part right there, it really just it confused me. Like, what is going on? And then also, we do have another piece of an article with TOKYOTONI on the Night and Day Network. Shout out to them. TOKYOTONI says, I will never come back on this weak ass page, so don't ask me. Y'all all a part of this shit. Do y'all? Don't ask me to come here again. Have a great day. Um, they they not women. I don't like no transgenders who pretending to be me. I said what I said. I don't care. Keep talking. Do you? Let me say what I want and say what I couldn't read that part, but it's still disgusting. It's like, sis, like, calm down. Let's see. Oh, yeah, but I was still mentioning her. That was the the screenshot that you had put in the DM. Yeah. All right, guys. So we are about to move on. We can still if you want to give your opinion on her, you can definitely hit the link and come on up. I did want to inform you guys and let you guys know about T.S. Madison. We have definitely talked about her before here on the show. T.S. Madison of Bros on going from Vine star to movie star. I am where I belong. The unapologetic personality has captivated audiences on social media for almost a decade now. She looks to a bigger screen. Backstage at RuPaul's Drag Con in May 2022, I was in the midst of a fashion emergency. I was about to go on stage and moderate. and moderated panel, but my hair was in bad shape and needed some product attainment. Looking scubbly in front of a convention floor of straight people is one thing, but an audience full of women, of wannabe drag queens and queer people, hell no. I picked out the silhouette of a woman her done, and thought she was going to have something. I bargained in, sort of rudely asking for what I needed. In the chair sat Tia Madison, looking absolutely stunning, but also looking like she was in a hurry too. Like a pro without turning her head, Madison told me, "Of course, baby, after we finish my quick change." That frankness and candor is what the unapologetic media personality who is transgender is known for. If you're not already familiar with Madison, the 44-year-old is getting ready to star in Bros, the new room com, written by and starring Billy Etchner, out September the 30th. The movie makes history with the first cast ever to be compromised of only LGBTQ people. Ablett, one hilarious cameo by Deborah Messing, and puts a sweet boy meets boy love story at its center. Eckner's character in the film is trying to launch the first ever LGBTQ history museum and is supported by a board of other queer people in his journey. Among them, Madison's Angela. It's in the meetings that some of the movie's most authentic dialogue takes place and shows the power of on screen representation. While conference room and fighting between lesbians and bisexuals is right, righteous, it's Madison's performance that especially speaks volumes. And oh my goodness, wait a minute. And she's well aware of that. You know who T.S. Madison is, right? She's loud, live, and in color. Madison told today, Madison told Queen Tulsa via Zoom hours before the film to premiere in the New York City. Okay, this is not this film, but this is going to be on the, in her future film. I am going to interview T.S. Madison. She's going to love my personality on my show, and she's going to say, "Girl, you are what it takes. Let me see what I can do." Okay, let's manifest that. She brings the noise and things like that. My character in this movie, her presence being on the board is powerful. There are not enough trans women of color occupying these rooms, making decisions on what is going to be the future of all of us as LGBTQ people. It was important that my presence was there to represent the voices of Black trans women, Madison added, strong women who make power moves and decisions. Madison's presence in Bros is also a pivotal marker of her journey from struggling phone operator to movie star. Speaking to Queen Tulsa, Madison reflects on her journey and the power moves and decisions she's had to make along the way to get where she is today. Her story is one of defying odds, no matter how staggering, while always making sure to keep it 100% real at all times. I just wanted to survive. I just wanted to survive in the world. Born and raised in South Florida, Madison knew she was different from a young age, but being bombarded with anti-gay sentiments in church left her struggling. She told Queen Tulsa in a series of interviews conducted this month. At 15, she saw the film The Crying Game, and the character Dio, who was transgender, resonated with her. This was the first time she had a touchstone for what may be going on inside of her. Around the same time, RuPaul released her debut album in 1993, and those striking images of a drag queen in mainstream media also helped Madison from form a vision for herself of what her own future may have in store for her. Wow. In her teens, Madison started sneaking out of the house and getting into drag. She began experimenting with hormones and undergoing surgeries in the back alleys of Miami to begin her transition. From there, her relationship with her religious mother became strained, and she soon moved out onto her own. In her early 20s, Madison worked as a phone operator at call centers. Okay, at call centers, not the After Dark at Queen Tulsa. Goddess Tulsa After Dark. For cable companies or phone service providers, keeping a job was nearly impossible. And after one especially traumatizing firing, she turned to online sex work, feeling like she had no other options. I got fired because they told me that I couldn't keep coming to work, that I was causing a disruption at the job, she said. I had started working on my body, so I would come to work as a woman. I'm a woman. I remember going to work and upsetting that place because I had a body, honey. I was bad. I just wanted to work, but everyone else had another idea. In the earlier years of internet, Madison started creating content and selling it in 2004, building her own OnlyFans before OnlyFans actually existed, and finding other more PG rated ways to promote her work and herself. During that time that I was just trying to find my foot on how I was going to make more money, she said, I wasn't even thinking about trying to get even to be anybody important, girl. Money, I just wanted to survive in the world. A, a Vine star is born. Almost a decade later in 2013, one short clip Madison shared on Vine went viral, showing her gushing and twerking over. Okay, this is the thing. Like, I know you've seen it. Twerking over a fierce new wig in the nude. Her naked body defies cisgender beauty standards, challenging traditional norms and a mainstream binary of what women and men are supposed to look like. According to Madison, the video was spread across the internet by toxic voyeurism and people who weren't actually her fans or followers. But her visibility initiated many conversations people weren't ready to have about the transgender experience and how physical attributes can be separated from how a person identifies. People are always going to respond to those who refuse to be less than themselves. That same year, Laverne Cox was on the cover of Time magazine. While Cox was sharing her own experience with the type of person who would pick up a news magazine, Madison was reaching others in a whole other way via a different medium. Some people, even members of her own community, labeled one as right and the other wrong. For Madison, she was just being herself. I reached an urban secular level of people who probably is not going to pick up a Time magazine, she said. They're going to be really introduced to this conversation. People started to vilify me, she added. The LGBTQ community started to say, "Oh, Will Madison, you're a bad representation of the community." Laverne was getting a lot of glory at the time, and they were telling me how I was awful. I didn't do anything but post my video in a place that I thought was safe for me to post like others were doing. Hello. And she looks gorgeous, by the way. Okay. Shout out to CS Madison. Her ability to own all of her truth while expanding her knowledge on social issues and maintaining her unbothered brand of humor is why she continues to reign supreme. Period. Not only did that viral Vine po- not only did that viral Vine post new questions for people, it also garnered Madison more of a following, and from there she posted even more than before, from dashboard videos of her driving to clips of her eating dinner on her TV tray. She shared whatever she wanted. Sayla Williams, founder of 10 Magazine, a publication for the LGBTQ people of color community, boom, has been covering Madison for the last decade. TS has dominated the internet from days on Vine to YouTube, television, film, and countless memes by being herself and keeping all her intersecting communities in mind, he told Today. Her ability to own all of her truth while expanding her knowledge on social issues and maintaining her unbothered brand of humor is why she continues to reign supreme. A life-changing bond with RuPaul. Her realness soon caught the eye of RuPaul, the same person who inspired her so many years ago. RuPaul got her producing partners at the company World of Wonder to invest in T.S. Madison. They greenlit a few web series for her and featured her as a guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. This full circleness of her journey is not lost on Madison. She has made sure to let RuPaul know every chance she gets. I know these girls coming here every season of RuPaul's Drag Race, and they'll tell you how much you mean to them, girl. But girl, you really have no idea how much you really mean to me, Madison said, getting emotional. I know you hear it all the time. It's a cliche thing for you by now. But I gotta tell you, for me, I was so lost in trying to figure out where I'm going to be in the world, and then I saw you. I sat on my floor, and something spoke to me. Water Wonder co-founders Randy Barbato and Fenton Bailey told today via email, TS is a key member of our chosen family. She is larger than life personality, completely true to herself, and who brings light, love, and laughter wherever she goes. Why are people so drawn to her? According to them, people are always going to respond to those who refuse to be less than themselves. All right, so we do have company in the building. Hello, LaRon. How are you? Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming by. Go ahead and introduce yourself and sound off.
Hello, Tulsa. Hello, everybody. If y'all can't hear me, let me know. I'm having a hard time with my connection
We
and
can hear you
Wi-Fi
perfect.
today.
Yeah, we can hear you perfect.
Okay. Oh
Yes.
my God. Somebody's been messing with my Wi-Fi all day today. But anyways, thank you so much for talking about these two topics. I'm LaRon Hill. For you guys who don't know, I'm constantly a guest and coming to Queen Tulsa's house. We be having a good time, congregate every now and then. Um, give give Queen Tulsa all the love, share, and support. But yeah, I saw Bros recently over the weekend, actually, and I'm glad I did. It was a pretty good movie, but it kind of made me sad because it's like one of those movies where you look and you see representation of like us, and I mean us in an LGBT way, but like as black LGBT. I feel like black LGBT is different from the LGBT for obvious reasons. If you don't know, look at Queen Tulsa's live, talking about the incident with Spew It. You know, sometimes when we're grouped in a situation where there are non-POC people, they don't give our due justice and see the struggles that we go through from day to day, and they're always pushing us to the forefront, but while not really pushing us to the forefront and making our issues um, valid. We're always being used to push other people's points and push them through the movements as well, if you know what I mean. So black people are usually any situation. It doesn't matter what their subunit is, sub genre or title. If it's LGBT, straight, women, men, whatever, we're always used and usually muled. And so I stand apart from the LGBT because usually it's on some BS, but
LeBron, are you still there? All right. I'm not really sure what's going on with LeBron's connection, but I will say this. Just to piggyback off of what LeBron said, you know, we do have our own issues. We do, people of color, we do have our own issues. And it's like when people are there inciting, I feel like more of a division than really coming up with a solution, when they're being the problem instead of being a solution. It's a problem, and I feel like we all need to stand up and call people out when that is happening. Don't sit back because you're inciting violence. You see something going on, you know it's wrong in your heart. Speak up. Speak up about it. Don't just sit and just let it go because you are being a disservice. People are going to have their own opinions. I just say that, I just pray that Tokyo Toni really, you know, she seems like she's going through something because it appears, when she's on live, she's just ranting off and, you know, I don't know what's going on, but that's just what it appears to be. So, if we can all send up some prayers for Tokyo and, you know, pray that she gets better and pray that she works it out, whatever, she's kind of going through. But we got to keep in mind that woman she had her mouth on them Kardashians. And so, honey, it's like it's just a lot going on. She went around to different panels and, she said that she did favors, um, and people are ungrateful. So I'm not understanding. This StreamYard kicked me off. This is too weird. It's okay. Trust me, it is okay. Because I'm actually going to um wrap her up tonight because um we can
God.
do like 10 minutes.
Hey, Queen.
Hey,
I'm having technical difficulties, but I'm back on.
I'm not really sure, but every time it comes on, it has an echo. Um, give me 1 second. Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you, but it's just a matter of how am I coming off? I guess am I clear enough? And then it keeps dropping me. Something is definitely busy, and it does not want me to talk today. I don't know.
Well, just go ahead.
Okay. Um. So I don't know. Before I was kicked off the StreamYard, it was very weird. I'm trying to think where I left off of. I was talking about the movie. Can you kind of point me into what you heard, if you remember?
Well, LaRon, I talked about a few things. Yeah, I talked about a few things tonight. So are you talking about Tony or are you talking about okay, we gotta figure out how we gotta get that thing off. I really wasn't planning on being here for a very long time. We've been here for like 45 minutes. So let's just call it a night on the stream and we can jump back into the groove next week. This was our Sunday social. I really enjoyed it, and we will make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. LaRon, I think that maybe I'll hit you up here in a little bit on Instagram a little bit later, and we could come up with like a day where we can get on Instagram because I feel like Instagram we can be a little bit more vocal, is a little bit more uncensored, and we can we can have at least like 4 people up. All right, guys. So thank you so much for coming out. Have a great night.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down, get you a beverage, prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget to hit that Cash App